Okay, now we are going to analyze about the dukkha. Dukkha Satya. So dukkha Satya is 5 aggregates. Jatipi dukkha, Jarabi dukkha, Vyadipi dukkha, Maranambi dukkha. Abhiyehi samyogo dukkha. Associate with that you don't love. Associate with the things or persons that you don't love. Dissociate with the things that you love. Abhiyehi samyoga. When we are associated, when we are living with the things, the persons, the people we don't love or we don't like, which is also called dukkha, according to the Dhammacakka Bodhana Suttas. Piyehi, vibhyoga dukkha. When we are dissociated or when we cannot live with what we love, with who we love, which is also called dukkha Satya. So not only that, Jatipi dukkha, Jarabi dukkha, Vyadipi dukkha, Maranambi dukkha. Those jati, the birth, aging, sickness, death is also called the dukkha. So according to these expressions, everyone can understand, this is dukkha. But the deeper meaning of the dukkha is udiyabhaya patipilanata. Udaya bhaya patipilana. Patipilana means tormented, oppressed. Oppressed by the udaya and vaya. Arising and disappearing. So the khandhas are always oppressed by the arising and disappearing. They never cease, they never stop rising, they never stop disappearing. So Udiyabhaya Jnana I have written down in the whiteboard in the other days. Udiyabhaya is Udaya and Vaya. Udaya Vayehi Pati Pilanata. Pilana means oppressed or tormented. Patipilana, tormented. Torment is patipilana. Oppressed. Oppressed by the udayabhaya. Udayabhayehi. So what is dukkha? Real dukkha is all the time the khandhas are oppressed. Khandhas are tormented by the rising and disappearing. Now the question is, for the time being, can we see the dukkha of the 5 aggregates? We cannot see correctly. But what we see is when we are painful in our body, it is a dukkha. Then we change our postures. That temporarily we got relief. Then it again painful. Then we change posture. We cannot sleep the whole day. We cannot lie down the whole day. We cannot walk the whole day. We are changing our postures, positions. This is a very visible suffering. But the real suffering, real dukkha can be seen only the vipassana jnanas. So according to the bhinga jnana, if someone attains the bhinga jnana, at that time he sees only the disappearing of the 5 aggregates. So fast, so quick, all the time they are collapsing, they are disintegrating, they are falling. He sees the whole time. At that time, for that yogi who is arrived in vipassana knowledge, this khandha is so much suffering. this suffering can be seen only through vipassana jnana. So jati bhi dukkha, jara bhi dukkha, vyadi bhi dukkha, marana bhi dukkha, those dukkhas are, I think, visible sufferings. So vyadi bhi dukkha is, when we are sick, we are suffering, but sometimes because of medicines, we, to some extent, for some time, we got a relief. So, but such a suffering can be seen only by children also. But the real dukkha, because of this, it is not good for all the time to translate the word dukkha suffering. According to this, Visuddhimagga, Udiyabhayahi, Patipilanada. Because of tormented or oppressed by the Udiyabhaya, it is real dukkha. Though this real dukkha is 5 aggregates. So what is the purpose of practicing insight meditation is to see the dukkha, to understand the dukkha. To understand dukkha is, in Pali, we call it prajna. So prajna gecha. Prajna is, we understand the truth of the suffering, dukkha satya. How do we understand this dukkha satya? In the vipassana, why we are developing insight meditations? By means of the mega, like a mega satya. Mega satya is a noble eightfold path. At the time of the vipassana jnana, the yogis develops megas. Samadhi Meganga, Samasangapa, Samavayama, Samasati, Samasamari, the 5 Megangas. The other Sama Vajas, Sama Gamada, Sama Ajiva is not directly involved. At the time, in the moment of the development, inside meditation, before someone attains the mega and fly. So with these 5 noble Megangas, the yogi contemplates the nature of 5 aggregates, according to mindfulness meditation. Then he understands truth of the suffering or the changing or rising and disappearing. So why it is called the dukkha? Because it is tormented by the rising and disappearing. It is not just sickness. It is not just old. It is not just death. Just to know those things are very superficial. According to vipassana jnana, the yogi must know, must understand, rising and disappearing are all the time, oppressed, torment. So here, the 5 aggregates we counted: rupa khanda, vedana khanda, sanya khanda, sankhara khanda, vijnana khanda. But in terms of vipassana meditation, insight meditation, what kind of khanda should be meditated? Khanda, upadana khanda. There are 2 types of the khandas. The Buddha said in the Dhammajjhaka Bodhana Suttas, Sankhitena Panchu Parana Khanda Dukkha. Panchu Parana Khanda Dukkha, you have to divide Panja Uparana Khanda. These Uparana Khandas are, you can translate aggregates of the clinging, Uparana Khanda. So Uparana Khanda also we call the Loki Khandas. Like you can say Rupu Parana Khanda. So similarly, Sankharu Paranakhanda. Okay. Vinyanu Paranakhanda. Rupu Paranakhanda, you have to divide Rupa Uparanakhanda. So what is Vedanu Paranakhanda? What is the difference between Vedanu Paranakhanda and Vedanakhanda? So what is difference between Senyu Paranakhanda and the Senya Khanda? What is the difference between Sankhara Khanda and Sankharu Paranakhanda? What is the difference between Vinyanu Paranakhanda and Vinyana Khanda? So Upadana Khandas are the object of the Vipassana Jnana. When we talk about the Pinja Khanda, that can be Logi Khanda or Logiya Khanda. Logotaras. So Logotara Khandas means, you have already learned for the diploma students. So 8 Logotara Jaitas, okay? So 8 Logotara Jaitas are associated with some Chaitasikas. Except the 8 supramundane consciousness, how many consciousness are remained? 81 consciousness remained. So consciousness are totally 89 consciousness. In the 89 consciousness, except you exclude 8 consciousness, like a supramundane consciousness, there remains 81 consciousness. So how many 81 consciousness are agusalas, ahetuka, Kama Vajra, Rupa Vajra, Arupa Vajra. These consciousness are the object of the insight meditation. Vipassana Jnana. You can develop your insight meditation in those consciousness and the Chaitasikas associated with them. But you don't need to contemplate Anicca Lakkhana, Dukkha Lakkhana, Anatta Lakkhana of supramundane consciousness. Supramundane consciousness are no object of Vipassana Jnana. So except the Vipassana, supramundane consciousness, the remaining consciousness like 81 consciousness, the 52 mental properties. Because the 52 mental properties can be associated with this 81 consciousness. So all of the rupas, all of the materials like the body, always it is a logiya. You can divide this logiya and lokuttara. So the khanda is a logiya khanda and lokuttara khanda. Lokuttara khanda is usually it is said in the Penja khanda. So when you read Penju Parana khanda, it is the object of the meditation, insight meditation. Those Upadana khandas are translated aggregates of clinging. So Upadana, Kamu Upadana, Daitu Upadana, Siddhapru Upadana, Adda Vadu Upadana. Okay, so you have to summarize them. Kamu Upadana, Loba. Daitu Upadana, Daiti. Siddhapru Upadana, Adda Vadu Upadana, Daiti. So it means Loba Daiti. Loba and deity. The other day also I have talked about how are we attached to those the 5 karma gunas. How many karma gunas? 5. What are they? Rupa, Saddha, Gandha, Rasa, Potava. I think I should I wanted to say Pali. Rupa, okay. Rupa, Saddha, Gandha, Rasa, Potava. So we, as soon as whenever we see the visible objects, whenever we hear the sound, whenever we smell the smells, whenever we taste the foods, whenever we touch the tangible things, at that time, Loba deity always clings to them. Sometimes the Loba is more obvious, sometimes the deity is more obvious. In 2 ways, we are attached to the 5 karma gunas. This Loba deity covers everything, takes everything as their own object. We like jhanas. Now in the asava also I had explained about the karma asava, bhava asava. Bhava asava is attachment to what? Rupa jhana, arupa jhana, okay? Rupa jhana, arupa jhana, attachment to the rupa jhana, arupa jhana is called bhava asava. So this Loba deity always cling to those are the 5 karma gunas. Because of this, the khandhas, which is taken to be the object of Loba deity, is called upadana khandha. Like a vedana khandha, for example, now we have we have feelings, sometimes pleasant, sometimes unpleasant feelings. When the pleasant or unpleasant feelings, are we attached to the pleasant feeling or not? We are attached to pleasant feelings, So, are we attached to the unpleasant feeling or not? Yes, but actually not directly. Even though we experience unpleasant feelings or painful feelings, but we still hope there will be happiness after that. So still, Tanna takes this unpleasant feeling as an object, the vedana khandha. The sanya khandha also, whatever we remember, whatever we perceive, the sanya is a perception. That this sanya also we always attach to by way of loba and deity. So like a sanya, we like for example, sanya is they belong to our nationality, our ethnicity, our memory, our knowledge, the things that we studied. Like perception of the mother and father, perception of the country, perception of the road, perception of everything. Those sanya also, we cherish those sanyas, perceptions. We like it. We are attached to them by way of tanha and loba and deity. So such a rupas, such a sanya is called sanyu paranakana. The sankharu paranakana also the same way you can understand. Vinyanu paranakana also you can understand the same way. Like I consciousness rises, we are attached to the I consciousness. We don't want to lose I consciousness. We don't want to lose. So we take this I consciousness as our own or not? We take our own consciousness as our own. This is my own consciousness. This is not your own consciousness. So this tanha and loba and deity always, whatever appears to our sense organs, we always attach to loba or deity. Because of this, those dhammas are called upadana khandha. This upadana khandha is the object of insight meditation. So when you practice meditation, inside meditation, which object, what kind of things that you should contemplate? This is a very important question, you know. Okay, now we contemplate, we observe. What do we observe when we are practicing the meditation? Like you have to observe everything. Like in your body, in your mind, so in your sense organs. Everything is the object of, briefly speaking, everything you come across will be the object of insight meditation. So because of this, those 5 aggregates of the clinging are called, the Buddha, dukkha satya. What is the dukkha satya? 5 aggregates of clinging. Pinju paranekkhanda is dukkha satya. Because in the world there are countless dukkhas. You cannot count them. There are many kinds of the different things of the different dukkhas. So everybody also they have their own sufferings, they have their own dukkhas. Those dukkhas cannot be counted properly. So the Buddha said, as long as you have khanda, you have suffering. This khanda, this body itself is suffering, dukkha. But do we like dukkha or not? We like dukkha, So do you like your body? You like your body. Do you like your eyes? You like your eyes. It means you like your own dukkha, according to this sermon. Because 5 aggregates are dukkhas. The 5 aggregates, what are those 5 aggregates? It is you. Your eye consciousness. Your eye is rupa khanda or what khanda. So like, when you see a visible objects, there is eye. There is eye consciousness. There is form, visible object. Okay? There is attention. So now there are 4. Eye consciousness, visible form. Okay, for the 3, when you analyze how many khandas are there? Eye, which khanda it is? Rupa khanda. Eye consciousness, Vijnana khanda. Okay, visible form, Rupa khanda. Attention, because of after seeing the visible form, if the visible form is very beautiful, you feel very happy. Very happy is what kind of khanda? Awareness khanda. Whatever forms appear to your eyes, you always remember them. You always perceive them. You never forget them. So for example, when you see the tiger, do you know this is a tiger? Yes. When you see the elephant, do you know this is elephant or not? You know this is elephant. Why? No, yes. Because you have seen already elephant. Your mother and parents tell you, this is elephant. And you are saying, take memory of those appearance of the elephant. When you second time, when you see again elephant, this is elephant. So when you see the visible form, for example, if the visible form is a rose, do you know the rose? You know the rose. So if you know the rose, if you remember, if you perceive the rose, what is this khanda? Sanya khanda. So now, if I ask you, okay, you close your eyes the whole day, can you close your eyes the whole day? So why? You want to see, Because you have eyes, so you want to see. You cannot help see. You cannot stay without looking at. Because you have ears. Because we have ears, we could not stay without hearing. We have mouth. So we could not stay without speaking, without eating. So because of this, in Myanmar, also some meditation centers, they have very strong meditation practice. Within 7 days or 10 days or 50 days, don't speak. So, many people, they break this rule because, after 1 day, 2 days, they want to speak so much, Because we have mouth. Always something push us to see, to hear. Always our eyes, our unconsciousness are looking for the object. This is a Chetana. This Chetana is what kind of a khanda? Sankhara khanda. So these 5 aggregates are, you see, rising. Where do these 5 aggregates arise? In the chakku, in the ear, in the nose. You don't need to find out the 5 aggregates, in the, distant places, in the foreign countries, in the mountains, in the forest. These 5 aggregates are always rising, always, present, always present in your eye, in your ear, in your nose, in your tongue, in your body, in your mind. So 5 aggregates can be seen by development inside meditation. So these 5 aggregates, the Buddha said, dukkha or sukha? Dukkha. So do we like dukkha or not? Now we like dukkha now for the time being. We like dukkhas. The people say, we like sukha. Actually, we don't like sukha, we like dukkhas. Because we love our body. We love our body means we love dukkha. We want to embrace dukkha. We don't want to escape from the dukkha. Even though the Buddha say, okay, trying to liberate from the samsara, but the people always are trying to, they wander in the samsaras. Because we love ourselves, we love our body, we love our eyes. We love our eyes means that we love dukkha. The Buddha said, Sankhedena, Panjuparana khanda dukkha. So not only your body, the things around you, everything is included in the dukkhas. Sankhedena, Panjuparana khanda dukkha. Sankhedena means briefly. So dukkha sajja is, this is a upadana khanda. 5 clinging, 5 aggregates of clinging is called dukkha sajja. Okay, now what is samudaya sajja? So going to the suttas, what is the yoniso manasikara? This is suffering, this is dukkha. Ariya Savaka attends wisely. So what do we attend? How do we attend? How do we pay attention? Idam sukha. We pay attention. This is a sukha. This is what I like. This is what I want. But so as long as we say this is what I want, this is what I like, it is yoniso manasikara. So the question is, do we have real yoniso manasikara according to this suttas? We don't have. We have all the time ayoniso manasikara. So as long as we have ayoniso manasikara, what will happen? According to the sutta, you can answer me very easily. If we have ayoniso manasikara, asava will be increased. Asava will increase, like rising asava will rise. The rising asava will be increased. So what does mean by the increasing of the asava? Our mind will be full of defilements. So we will be all the time sorrowful. When we look at in the Facebook, we are suffering because the people don't give us a like. So whenever we see movies, whenever we talk to people, asavas are always increasing every day. From where? From the eyes, from the ears. In the very beginning of this sutta, I had explained. So they are dripping. They are flowing through the eyes or ears, nose, tongue, body, and the mind. At the same time, we have, according to this suttas, idam dukkhani yoniso manasikaroti. Idam dukkhani yoniso manasikaroti means idam, sukhandi yoniso ayoniso manasikaroti. If you don't attend otherwise, it is If you attend otherwise, it is ayoniso manasikara. We don't see the dukkha in our 5 aggregates. What we see in the 5 aggregates, we see nature, sukha, subha. Do you see your body is beautiful or not? Everyone thinks that we are beautiful. No, everyone thinks that we are pure. No, I never, never think my body is impure. Maybe, politely, going to the Dhamma, when you discuss, with other people about the Dhamma, you might say the body is impure, but actually you don't think your body is impure. So always we think about pure, impure, impurity as purity, anicca as a nature, dukkha as a sukha, anatta as a atma. So every day, every hour, every second, what is increasing in us? Asava is increasing. Whether asava is increasing, it is good or bad. It is bad. But we think we are doing good, like we don't kill, we don't steal, we don't do sexual misconduct, we don't tell lie. But at the same time, even though we don't, break sila, but in our mind, asavas are increasing. So as to stop the asavas, it is the task of the vipassana jnana inside meditation. The sila cannot prevent them. Sila may be helpful to prevent them, but cannot. Okay, ida dukkha ni yoniso manasikaroti. Ayan dukkha samudayoti yoniso manasikaroti. This is the origin of suffering or dukkha. What is the origin of the suffering? It is a tanha, and everyone knows. Okay, now here my question is, now we have this khandhas, okay? You are born from your mother's womb, I am born from my mother's womb. This 5 aggregates of dukkha, This 5 aggregates, origin of this 5 aggregates is tanha, So when you understand, tanha is dukkha samudaya satya. At that time, what kind of tanha it is? Everyday life also we have tanha, right? We have lobha. Like we have desire for beautiful form, we have desire for a good sound, we have desire for a good taste, we have desire for a good tangible things. Many ways we have many desires. We want to have a good smartphone, we want to have a good house, we want to have a lot of money. Always we want those tanhas. So here, so what kind of tanha is called dukkha samudaya? I think you need to think about. Maybe sleepy, now you think about in this way you will wake up. Okay, so yesterday I had explained, because of this, and I had already explained to you, to explain this part. According to the Prijja Samuppada, as you have already known, now in this life we possess vijnana. Okay, now the students from this side, you tell me what is the previous cause. Now affect the cause in this life, the effect in the future, past, present, and future. There are 20. Now you tell me, the students from this side. After that, the students from here. Oh, you are confused. So one of the students asked me this morning, should I ask the students individually or not? Individually or not? I think it is okay, no problem. It is also okay, good. No, I don't need to ask the questions to the individually. Okay, so anyway, you answer me, at first, the 5 causes in the past. What are these? Avijja, Sankhara, Tanna, Upadana, Kama Bhava. Now we will arrange again. Avijja, Tanna, Upadana, Sankhara, Kama Bhava. Okay, now the students from this side, what is the result in the present life? Okay, now the students from this side, what is the 5 causes in this life to produce future result? Okay, now the student from this side, the future, the result, the effect in the future. Vijnana nama rupa salayatana phassa vedana. Okay. Now we will focus on what we have now. Vijnana nama rupa salayatana phassa vedana. You may call yourself in different names. You may be called, you are Vietnamese, you are Chinese, you are Myanmar, you are, France, you are English, whatever, but they are just 5. You may call you are white or you are black, or you may call in various names, thousands of names, but this is only 5. So in this 5, no racial discriminations, no color difference. The Buddha just only take a purely, absolute truth. Vijnana, you are also Vijnana nama rupa salayatana phassa vedana. I am also Vijnana nama rupa salayatana phassa vedana. So everyone, maybe appearance may be different, the shape is different, tall or short. Whatever it is, summarize them. Vijnana nama rupa salayatana phassa vedana. Okay. This Vijnana nama rupa salayatana phassa vedana. What is the cause of this present result? Avijja, Tanna, Upadana, Sankhara, Kama Bhava. These 5 causes we did in this life or we did in the past life. We do it in this present life, or did we do it in the past life? I mean before this life. In the past life, not this life, because you don't have time to do this, causes. Otherwise you will die again, and then you will be born again. In the past lives, we had avijja. We had tanna. So according to the avijja covers not to know the truth. Avijja covers the truth. Because of avijja, we think human life is good. Celestial abode is good. Brahma world is good. Why do we think such a life, such existence are good? Because of avijja. So you cannot see the avijja because avijja he is a hidden factor, He is very mysterious. To see the avijja is very difficult. So, but we can know, according to the avijja, because of avijja, we love ourselves. As long as you love yourself, it is, the work of avijja. But you cannot grasp him, you cannot catch him. But as long as we don't know dukkha satya, this is the work of avijja. We think dukkha as a sukha, also this is the work of avijja. So avijja covers the truth. Because it covers the truth, we want to be born in the various lives. We want to be rich man, we want to be deity, we want to be Brahma, we want to be human being, we want to be in many ways. So why we want to be many ways? Because of avijja. Because of avijja, tanna desires to be somewhere or to be someone or to be something. But Tanna desires, then the Tanna also makes karmas. Tanna, they push us. Tanna make us to do a good or bad things. So when we do the good things, our hope, our expectation is to have a better life. Even though we do the bad things, but we wrongly believe we will have a better life. To have a better life, when to have better life, we do good or bad things. It is sankhara or karma bhava. This sankhara karma bhava, if there is no sankhara, if there is no tanna, there can be sankhara or karma bhava. Can there be sankhara or karma bhava if there is no tanna? No. If there is no tanna, sankhara karma bhava cannot be made. Sankhara or karma bhava is made because of what? Because of tanna. Tanna is the origin. This is the original cause. In the past lives also we had tanna. That tanna made us to do good things. Now we are born as a human being. To be born as a human being is the result of kusala karmas. Now we are born as a human being. It is the result of kusala karmas. Now you see that some animals, some birds, they are born as a bird. It is as a result of akusala karma. Like you have seen some hungry ghosts, the hell beings. They are born as a hell beings or they are born as animals. It is the result of akusala karma. Now we are fortunately, now we are human beings, We have a very chance to hear the Buddha's Dhamma. This is the result of our kusala karma done in the past. So why did we do this past karma, kusala karma? Because of what? Because of tanna. This tanna is the origin. This tanna desires to have a better life. Like in some Jataka stories also, in one of the life, the Bodhisattva, having seen the life of the dragons, Nagas, he aspired to be Naga in the next life, He thought Nagas are a kind of, like a celestial beings, but actually Nagas are not celestial beings. But he thought, this is a celestial being. If I was reborn as a Naga, it will be good for me. That he thought like this. So he did a lot of kusala things, kusala karmas. Now we did the kusala karmas, we do kusala karmas, we are doing kusala karmas, we will do the kusala karmas. Sometimes we will do akusala karmas. This is also drive by the force by the tanna. So tanna is the origin of suffering. So because of this, in the commentaries, when you try to contemplate the Four Noble Truths, the commentaries say, Purima tanna. Purima tanna, Purima tanna means that the tanna in the previous life. According to this tanna in the previous life, we did kusala or agusala karmas as a result of the kusala karma. Now we are born as a human beings. These five aggregates are dukkha or sukha, dukkha satya. This dukkha satya's cause is tanna. What kind of a tanna it is? Purima tanna. What is purima? Previous. Purima tanna. Okay, now we will study again about those Four Noble Truths tomorrow. Today we should stop now. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.